Okay, the team JMA has joined already over here. I take this opportunity to give a brief introduction to our today's resource person, Professor Neelam Chaturvedi is an associate professor with a strong academic and research foundation in food science, focusing on the development of innovative, sustainable, and functional food systems. Our core research interests span functional foods, bioactive compounds, nutritional biochemistry, hydrocolloids, natural pigments, sensory evaluation, and sustainable food product development. Our current work emphasizes the application of natural hydrocolloids and their blends to enhance the sensory attributes of food products, including consistency, texture, and stability. In addition, she actively investigates natural food pigments such as anthocyanins and exploring their roles in consumer acceptability and product quality. To add to her skills, uh, Professor Neelam Chaturvedi ma'am has completed a Doctor of Philosophy PhD in Food and Nutrition from Vanastali Vidyapeeth in the year 2007. She also did a Masters of Science Food and Nutrition from the same prestige university. And we have more and more points to introduce ma'am, but she is already waiting, so let us welcome her with a sound applause and start the program. Welcome ma'am. Namaste.
Namaskar to everyone. Am I audible to all? The screen is visible. Okay. So I will start with my introduction. Okay, I will explain tell about myself. I'm Dr. Neela Chaturvedi, assistant professor in the Department of Physics at University Vidyapeeth. My teaching and research focus on functional food, nutrition, food compounds, and food systems. I have been actively involved in academic collaboration with today. I am delighted to share my optimal nutrition for students, controlling the brain, sustaining energy, and enhancing teaching performance. Teaching is one of the most important and demanding professions because it requires continuous concentration, emotional resilience, effective communication, and physical stamina throughout the day. However, while teachers dedicate themselves to educating and inspiring students, they often neglect their own nutritional health. In today's presentation, we will discuss how simple, evidence based dietary practices can improve brain function, sustain energy, reduce stress, and enhance teaching performance. The objective is to provide practical nutrition strategies that can easily be incorporated into a busy um, teaching schedule. So, let's begin with the next slide. Teaching uh, places a continuous demand in both mind and the body. Teachers spend several hours every day explaining concept, interacting with the students, solving the problems, making important decisions. To perform these responsibilities effectively, brain requires a constant supply of energy and essential nutrients. As shown on this slide, proper nutrition support sustained focus, helping teachers remain attentive throughout long teaching hours. It also meets high energy demands of classroom. teaching by providing a steady source of fuel. And the next is a good nutrition further improves mood and memory and productivity, of all which contribute to better classroom performance. Even healthy eating habit also helps to reduce fatigue and lower the risk of burnout. And lastly, and the most important thing is hydration. Hydration is equally important because adequate fluid intake supports brain function, reduces tiredness and headache, and also protects the vocal health and helps to maintain the healthy body weight while reducing the risk of lifestyle disorders. As a message at the end of this slide reminds us, a nourished teacher inspire a healthier, happier, and more productive class. Next slide is about the nutritional challenges faced by the teachers. Did you know that teachers make nearly 1,500 decisions every day? Every lesson's classroom activity, students' interaction requires mental energy, sustained concentration. Despite these demands, maintaining healthy eating habits is often difficult. As highlights on this slide, many researchers, or we can say teachers, skip breakfast because of busy morning schedule. We all do. We all do. Like I'm also a professor. Sometimes क्लास होती है 9 o'clock तो रश करना पड़ता है। तो हम जनरली क्या करते हैं, अपने ब्रेकफास्ट को ही स्किप करने लगते हैं। लाइक फ्रूट्स ले लिया या आपने एक ग्लास पानी पी लिया या चाय बिस्किट लेके हम रश करते हैं टूवर्ड्स द कॉलेज और टूवर्ड्स द स्कूल। So many teachers they skip the breakfast because of busy morning schedule. Long teaching hours also leads to the long gap between the meals and irregular meal timings, making it difficult to maintain the consistent energy levels. If we have continuous classes, अगर क्लासेस होती हैं तो नेचुरली अगर आपके पास छोटा सा ब्रेक है, लंच ब्रेक है, तो हम यही कोशिश करते हैं कि लाइक हम जल्दी से ऐसा कोई कन्वीनियंस फूड लें जो कि कंज्यूम करें एंड देन वी गो टू दी क्लास अगेन और वी कैन अटेंड द क्लास अगेन. Another common challenge is dehydration, as teachers often become so involved in teaching and they forget to drink enough water. So water is a basic need. In every 20 to 25 minutes, one must have a glass of water. Means 200 ml of water in every 20 to 25 minutes. So this is again a very important aspect. Never forget to drink the enough water. So stress may also encourage dependence on convenience food. As I told you, if there is a stress, like if you have a shortage of time to consume a food, or you have to take a classes continuously, then this also make or to encourage the dependence on convenience food or unhealthy food choices instead of balanced diet. Like if you have less time, you go to the canteen to have some snacks item and then go back to the classes. So this is also a wrong practice. Finally, prolonged sitting while preparing lessons or evaluating assignments further contributes to an unhealthy lifestyle. Recognizing these challenges is a first step towards improving daily nutrition status. Now, what are the health conscious and what are the practical strategies? So, when we say the health consequences, the nutrition challenges discussed on the previous slide can gradually affect both health and professional performance. Poor nutrition can lead to concentration and memory, leading to the persistent fatigue and low energy. It also increases the stress and weakness in immunity, and over time contributes to obesity, hypertension, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease. These health problems ultimately reduces teaching effectiveness and productivity. Fortunately, many of these problems can be prevented through a simple daily habits. As shown on the slide, teachers should never skip breakfast, plan balanced diet, carry healthy snacks, like fruit, yogurt, sprouts, roasted chickpea, drinking water regularly, limiting sugary drinks, excessive caffeine. Like many of the teachers, they do like चाय पी लेते हैं या उनकी जो चाय पीने की फ्रिक्वेंसी होती है वो बहुत ज़्यादा होती है. Just avoid all these things. Taking short moments break and ensuring adequate sleep. Sleep is very important. One must have 6 to 7 hours sleep or silent sleep. This makes healthy, option. Small but consistent lifestyle changes can significantly improve both health and classroom performance. The brain is the one most active organs in the human body. Although it accounts only about 2% of total body weight, it consumes nearly, this is very highlighted point, it consumes nearly 20% of body's total energy. Whatever the energy requirement we have, उसका 20% आपको ब्रेन के लिए चाहिए होता है, उसके प्रॉपर फंक्शनिंग के लिए चाहिए होता है. So that is why teacher needs to continuous supply of nutrients to remain mentally alert throughout the day. This slide highlights the key nutrients required for the optimal brain performance, like complex carbohydrate, lean protein. Lean protein that supports neurotransmitter production like dopamine, serotonin, glutamate, and these are the examples. And which sources they come from, like we can have a yogurt, we can have a soy protein, we can have a pumpkin, almond, nuts, and seeds. They have good amount of dopamine, serotonin, which helps in the brain functioning. Even healthy fats like omega 3 fatty acids, omega 6 fatty acids, these healthy fats also improve the memory, learning, and overall health function or brain function, especially. Micronutrients such as iron, B complex, zinc, they also support the cognitive performance and help to reduce fatigue. And lastly, the water maintains the concentration and protects the vocal health. Finally, adequate sleep is, I'm telling you earlier also that sleep is very important and complement good nutrition by strengthening the memory, improving the focus, and supporting effective classroom performance. So this is a code I have drawn here, that the teacher's brain performs at its best when it receives a steady supply of energy and the essential nutrients and balanced nutrition, adequate hydration, healthy lifestyle habits enhance concentration and memory, emotional resilience, and teaching effectiveness. Now come to the complex carbohydrates. Is a major carbohydrate is a major nutrient or main nutrient for the energy, and the brain depends almost entirely on the glucose as its primary source of energy. अगर आप लोगों को पता है या नहीं पता है, लेकिन मैं आपको बता रही हूँ कि ब्रेन को आपका प्रोटीन एज अ सोर्स ऑफ एनर्जी नहीं चाहिए होता है. आपको फैट इज नॉट नीडेड फॉर द एनर्जी फॉर द ब्रेन. Brain require only glucose for the proper functioning, or for the energy. It requires glucose for energy for the proper functioning of the brain. So the glucose is a primary source of energy. However, this type of carbohydrate we consume makes an important difference. As shown on the slide, complex carbohydrate release glucose slowly, providing steady supply of energy throughout the day. This helps to prevent energy crashes, improves concentration, support moods, maintains mental stamina during long teaching hours. So this is very necessary to have a complex carbohydrates, so that we our brain can have smooth, or can improve concentration, support moods, and maintain mental stamina. This slide also reminds us to limit foods like sugary drinks, refined flour products, sweets, and candies, which have only temporary energy, which is followed by rapid decline in blood sugar levels. Choosing complex carbohydrate instead of refined carbohydrate is therefore one of the simplest way to support sustained brain function and classroom performance. So, whole grains like oats, quinoa, brown rice, barley, whole wheat products, they are a good source of dietary fiber, and they are known to have a complex carbohydrate. Like legumes, if we talk about lentil, chickpea, black bean, split peas, they also contain a good amount of complex carbohydrate. They are also known for the plant proteins, as you all know. Among vegetables, we see sweet potatoes, butternut squash, corn, broccoli, Brussels sprouts. In fruits, berries, apple. They also contain a fiber and antioxidant, vitamins, minerals. Also, they support the brain health. So, at last, I can conclude in this slide that feed your brain complex carbohydrate for study, energy, sharpening thinking, and sustains teaching performance throughout the day. This is again a one code I have mentioned here in a slide, that feed your brain with complex carbohydrates for steady energy, sharper thinking, and sustained teaching performance throughout the day. Now, next component is a lean protein. Lean protein is also meant for the sustained energy. So, the question arises, what do you mean by lean? So, lean is what? Lean protein is any protein source that contains very little fat and fewer calories per serving than the fatty acid of a meat. When we take the food that generally qualifies as a lean protein, if it contains fewer than 10 gram of total fat and 4.5 gram of less saturated fat per 100 gram. So, lean protein is what? Lean protein is any protein source that contains very little fat, fewer calories per serving than the fatty acid we found in the meat. So that is called lean protein. Lean protein is necessary because your body cannot store amino acid as a building block of a protein for later use. As we all know, fat can be stored as in a adipose tissue. Carbohydrates, they can also stored as a form of glycogen. But lean protein, the protein cannot be, as an amino acid, it cannot be stored, okay, for the later use, unlike fat and carbohydrates. So these proteins helps to stabilize blood sugar levels, providing steady supply of energy throughout the day. They also promote long lasting satiety value also, and reduces unnecessary hunger and frequent snacking. If you take the lean protein, we have some satiety value, हमें भूख नहीं लगती है अगर हम ऐसे प्रोटीन्स अगर हम लेते हैं, तो हम जो उसका ड्यूरेशन है हंगर का, वो हम इंक्रीज कर सकते हैं. Another important function of the protein of its role in neurotransmitter production, which support concentration, memory, and cognitive alertness. And many of the good sources are there, like pulses and legumes, low-fat dairy products, nuts and seeds, soya products, eggs, fish, chicken, and sprouts. These all, if we take regularly, which may help teachers remain energetic and mentally focused throughout the school day. Knowing the importance of protein is only the first step. The next challenge is choosing food that fit easily into the teacher's busy schedule. So fast tiffin ideas for teachers. I know आप सब लोग बैठे हैं और आप लोगों को सबको पता होगा कि हम टिफिन में क्या लेके जाते हैं. लेकिन यहाँ पे बस मेरा ये फोकस है, जो भी आप अपने लंच बॉक्स में लेके जाते हैं वो इतना हेल्दी होना चाहिए और थोड़ा सा डाइटरी वैल्यू होना चाहिए, जिससे कि आपका जो और हेल्थियर होना चाहिए. जैसे होल व्हीट पनीर रोल हो गया, जैसे मूंग दाल चीला विद मिर्च चटनी हो गई, बेसन चीला स्टफ्ड विद वेजिटेबल्स हो गया, स्प्राउट चाट्स हो गए, बॉइल्ड एग विद फ्रूट्स हो गया, रोस्टेड चना है, बटर मिल्क है, कर्ड विद रोस्टेड फ्लैक्स सीड्स एंड फ्रूट्स है, सत्तू ड्रिंक्स विद हैंडफुल ऑफ नट्स हैं, चिकपी सैलेड है. तो आपके बैग में एक बॉक्स जरूर होना चाहिए नट्स और सीड्स का, जिससे कि आप इन मीन टाइम you can have that one एक मुट्ठी आप खा लें और आपको वो एनर्जी दे. So, and mini idlis and sambar we can have in our tiffin. What the benefits of lean protein? It improves the concentration and cognitive performance and provides sustained energy throughout the day, keeps your fuller for longer, and maintains muscle strength and physical endurance, supports moods and mood resilience, strengthens the immunity, and promotes the recovery. Again, there is a one code: protein powers more than muscles, it fuels the mind. Including lean protein in every meals helps teachers stay focused, energetic, and productive throughout the school day. Uh, we have talked about the carbohydrate, complex carbohydrate. We talk about the lean protein. The next is a healthy fat for the brain function. So, healthy fat are often misunderstood, but they are essential for maintaining brain health. As mentioned on this slide, nearly 60% of brain's dry weight is made up of fat. Making dietary fat is an important component for normal brain structure and function. So, when I'm saying, you know, healthy fat, that means I'm talking about unsaturated fats. So, when unlike saturated or trans fat, unsaturated fats like omega 3 fatty acids or omega 6 fatty acids provides these important health benefits like they reduces inflammation, they support cardiovascular disease, they regulate mood, they improve vision, they improve nervous system function, and also they improve focus, reduce mental fatigue, and support overall teaching performance. So, unsaturated fatty acids are very, very necessary. और एक चीज़ बहुत इम्पोर्टेंटली मैं आपको बताना चाहूँगी यहाँ पे कि जो ट्रांस फैट एक अनहेल्दी फैट होता है, एक अनहेल्दी फॉर्म ऑफ अनसैचुरेटेड फैट होता है जो कि आपके कार्डियोवेस्कुलर हेल्थ को डैमेज करता है. इट सिवियर्स द cardiovascular health. Like we generally have fast foods, fried fast foods, yeah, sticky margarine, yeah, frozen pizza, yeah, coffee creamers, yeah, packaged food items. They all contain trans fat and they are unhealthy to our health. So please do avoid this. Take a healthy version of the fat, that is unsaturated fat. You can have a vegetable oil. You can have flaxseed, pumpkin. I have mentioned in the slide also. Virgin olive oil, sunflower oil, rapeseed oil, flaxseed, pumpkin, olive, and many more nowadays available in the market. You take such a good or healthy version of the oil to cook food. Now, this slide explains the different type of healthy fats and their scientific or specific role in brain function. The first group is omega-3 fatty acid, particularly DHA and EPA. We are, uh, you know, having so many advertisement. आप देख रहे होंगे बच्चों के लिए advertisement भी दिया जाता है in a milk supplement DHA and EPA. So this is a omega-3 fatty acid which improves memory, learning, concentration, overall brain development, and these are mainly found in fatty fish and many vegetable oil. The second group is alpha linoleic acid, which is known as ALA, which is a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid, which is found in the flaxseed, chia seeds, walnut, soya bean. It also supports the brain and heart health. Monounsaturated fatty acids, they improve blood flow to the brain and reduces inflammation. And olive oil, avocado, peanuts, almonds, these are the sources for the MUPAs. PUFAs, that is polyunsaturated fatty acid, which also maintains the healthy brain cells, membrane, and found sunflower, sesame, or soybean oil. Together, these healthy fats contributes to better cognitive function and long-term brain health. This slide summarizes the major benefits of healthy fats. As I have told you, it improves memory and learning, reduces inflammation, cognitive performance, mood regulation, and these are found in various sources like almond, walnuts, flax seeds, chia seeds, fatty seeds, fatty fish. I'm sorry, olive oil. Regularly intake of these oil helps to nourish the brain and support better teaching performance. And again, there is a code: healthy fat nourish the brain, sharpen memory, sustain concentration, and helps teacher remain mentally alert and productive throughout the school day. Next slide shows the micronutrients and cognitive performance. While carbohydrate, protein, fats provide major nutrients, micronutrients when we talk about iron, minerals, and vitamins basically. And as shown on this slide, iron helps to deliver oxygen to the brain and support concentration. And B complex convert food into unstable energy and maintains healthy nerve function. Vitamin D support mood, cognitive, and immunity. Vitamin C and E protect brain cells from oxidative stress. Even magnesium and zinc, they improve memory, learning, and stress management. Iodine is well known to everyone, which supports high thyroid function and normal brain function. So balanced, colorful diet containing fruits, vegetable, whole grain, pulses, dairy products, nuts, seeds is usually sufficient to provide these essential nutrients. So small nutrients make a big difference that I have told in this slide. Next slide is a hydration and mental performance. After discussing the nutrient required for the brain function, let us know now focus. Let us know about the hydration in the aspect of health. So, if I say here, water is essential, very essential for normal brain functioning. As shown on the slide, even mild dehydration can reduce concentration, memory, and alertness, making it difficult to remain focused during long teaching hours. So, at a very earlier slide, I have told you that every 20 to 25 minutes, you have to take 200 to 250 ml of water. So, if I say here, I generally advise to consume more than 3 liters of water each day. To individual requirements, it may vary depending on weather. If weather is humid, more water is required. If weather is cold, so according to the weather, physical activity, and personal health. Adequate hydration also support vocal health, reducing voice strain caused by the continuous speaking. We are teacher. We talk several times. We take lectures. We interact with the students. So for the voice, stable or to reduce the voice strain, we should have water enough. So, in addition, it helps to maintain energy, mood, and overall physical performance. This slide does not showing it, but I am telling you, what type of food you can take if you are not taking a water. So, what type of food which is containing a water, or we can have this like in our lunch or tiffin, like cucumber. Cucumber is having a 96% of water. Botanically, it contains highest water content of a solid food. Likewise, watermelon, which contains 92% of water, packed with the hydration of magnesium and various, antioxidant component, especially lycopene. Likewise, grape, grapes also contain 91% of water. Likewise, cantaloupe, which is known as, I suppose, muskmelon. Muskmelon is also contain a 90% of water. Oranges is also having a 87% of water. So pineapple is also having a 86% of water. Apple itself is having 86% of water. So you take water as well as with the fruits also, of those fruits which contain a good amount of water. So when we say the dehydration and mental performance, so there's several effect on mental performance if there is a lack of water in your body. So what happened? What it leads to? It leads to reduced concentration and attention, towards short-term memory, slower thinking and reaction time, mental fatigue, headache, irritability, mood changes, reduced teaching effectiveness, and increased perception of stress. So, what is the benefit of to take a adequate water? It enhances the cognitive function, sustain energy levels, support voice as I told you, and promotes overall health. So, how much water you need to have to take in a day? So, it is generally recommended for the daily intake. Women should aim approximately 2.2 to 2.7 liters per day. I have done 2 to 3 liter per day, while for men generally requires 2.7 to 3.7 liter per day for including fluid obtained from the beverages or water-rich foods. So another quote I have mentioned here, and the picture is very suitable, that hydration is one of the simplest way to support brain health, maintain energy, protect the voice, and enhance classroom performance. A well-hydrated teacher is better equipped to think clearly, communicate effectively, and inspire students. Next slide is a smart snacking during school hours. Having discussed with the lots of nutrients, and let us now look at how teacher can include smart snacking in their daily routine and benefits it can offer. This slide first highlight a few practical tips. Teachers should carry healthy snacks from home so that nutritious options are always available during short breaks. If there is a long gap between the meals, eating every 3 to 4 hours helps to maintain energy, prevents excessive hunger. If there is a 20 minutes lunch time, if you have a short time break in every period, you take some, nuts or fruits, or have some, in your bag, so that the energy level, should not go low. And then if there is a little hours, like eating every 3 to 4 hours helps to maintain energy, as I've told you. Another useful strategy to combine protein with the fiber, such as fruit with nuts and yogurts with seeds. This combination provides sustained energy and keep the blood sugar level very stable, and promotes satiety. If we take the uh, yogurt with the seeds, or yogurt with the nuts, or yogurt with the fruit, it makes the satiety value very high, and this makes this will never give your energy down. This another it is important to practice portion control and drink water along with these snacks, avoiding replacing regular meals with the snacks. The right side of the slide summarize the benefits of smart snacking. Healthy snacks help to improve concentration, memory, and provide steady energy. I told you, better mood, stress management, improve appetite control, enhance classroom productivity, engagement, and contribute to the healthy weight management. Breakfast is often considered the most important meal of the day because it provides energy needed after a overnight fast. Healthy breakfast fuel your focus and keep your sharp all morning. As highlighted on the slide, healthy breakfast improves attention memory, improves better classroom performance. It's also benefited in our mood stability. So it makes the teacher to remain calm, patient, attentive throughout the day. This slide also suggests several healthy breakfast options like vegetable poha, oat porridge, millet upma, whole grain sandwiches, even idli and sambar you can take. These meals provides a balanced combination of carbohydrate, protein, fiber to sustain energy during teaching hours. Teaching can be physically and emotionally demanding, and nutrition plays an important role in helping the body cope with stress. As shown on the slide, um, uh, the balanced diet can be, can help to stabilize mood and support brain function and reduce fatigue. And naturally, during stressful period, teachers may skip meal, eat emotionally, crave sugary and high food, which contain high fat, and consume excessive amount of tea, coffee, and energy drink. Maintaining regular meals, choosing balanced food, staying well hydrated can help and improve emotional resilience, support your both mental and physical well-being. Again, there is a quote that is, a healthy breakfast is the first lesson in self care. It fuels the brain, boosts energy, sharpens concentration, and helps teachers inspire students with enthusiasm and focus throughout the day. Now, next is a nutrition and stress management. If we talk about the nutrition and stress management, the balanced diet is this, and stress affects nutrition. Stress can influence eating habit, skipping meals, emotional stress related eating, increased craving of sugary, excessive consumption of tea, reduced intake of energy or nutrient rich foods, poor hydration may make us stress. Now, what are the stress reducing foods? We can go with the fruits and vegetables. They are rich in antioxidant that combat stress hormones. Whole grains, they stabilize the blood sugar and reducing cortisol spikes. Herbal tea, ashwagandha, even aparajita is also a very common herbs which make calmness in the nervous system, nerves, and even nuts and seeds, like it contains lots of magnesium elements and vitamin B complex, which ease the anxiety and tension. And of course, I must say here what are the healthy lifestyle tips for teachers, like regular physical activity, at least 20 minutes walk improve mood and brain function. Take adequate sleep, that is 7 to 8 hours. Sleep always make memory reset stress hormone, so sleep is very much important. Even mindful eating is very important. As you know, we eat food for to satisfy the hunger. No, always eat your food with enjoyment. Whatever you are eating with colleague, with your family, you enjoy your food. So eat without distraction, without any talk, without any आजकल क्या है कि टीवी देख के आप खाना खा रहे हैं, या मोबाइल देख के खाना खा रहे हैं, या आप किसी गॉसिप के उसमें हैं तो भी आप खाना खा रहे हैं. नो नो नो, यू एंजॉय योर फूड, you concentrate on your food. And social connection is another healthy lifestyle for the teachers. Another one code I have mentioned: good nutrition is a powerful partner in stress management. A balanced diet, regular meals, adequate hydration, and healthy lifestyle habits can help teachers stay calm, focus, resilience, and energized both inside and outside the classroom. Now, the recommended discussion, we have lots of discussion about the nutrients. Now, let me know the practical tips for mm, busy teachers. So there's 6 points, like never skip your meal. So I must say, begin every day with the healthy breakfast and never skip breakfast. Keep the water bottle with you and stay hydrated without the day. Limit tea and coffee to 1 or 2 cups, not more than 1 or 2 cups. And excessive caffeine may mask fatigue without addressing its real cause. Carry healthy snacks like fruits, nuts, yogurts, roasted chana, sattu, instead of depending on processed food. Planning meals in advance can also make healthy eating easier during busy weekdays. Finally, aim to include at least 5 serving of fruits or vegetables every day to ensure an adequate intake of vitamins, minerals, and dietary fiber. So, we have to include at least 3 serving of fruits and vegetables in our daily diet. So these small habits make a significant difference to both healthy and eating performance. At the last, before I conclude, let us quickly summarize the key message from the today's session. Fuel your brain with complex carbohydrate and lean protein to maintain steady energy and concentration. Second is include healthy fat, essential micronutrients. Healthy fat is unsaturated fatty acid, omega 3 and omega 6 fatty acid, and essential micronutrients, as you all know, the minerals and vitamins every day to support memory, learning, and overall brain function. Stay well hydrated, never skip breakfast, and choose healthy snacks to maintain consistent energy throughout the day. Remember that good nutrition also improves stress resilience and emotional well being. Finally, combine healthy eating with regular physical activity, adequate sleep, and other healthy lifestyle habits. Together, these simple practices can help teachers to remain healthy, energetic, and effective both inside and outside the classroom. Well, thank you so much. And after saying one quote which is very near to my soul, teacher inspires mind every day, and that begins with the nourishing their own. Balanced nutrition, adequate hydration, regular physical activity, quality sleep, and effective stress and lifelong health. By investing in their own nutrition, teachers not only enhance their personal wellness but also create healthier, more engaging, and more productive learning environments for their students. Taking care of yourself is not luxury, it is a professional responsibility. I hope today's session has provided practical and evidence based guidance that you can apply in your daily routine. Nutrition is not only following a complicated diet, it is about making small, consistent choices that improve energy, concentration, and overall health. Even simple habits, when practiced regularly, can have lasting impact on their personal well-being and eating habits. I really sincerely thankful for your attention and participation. And lastly, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to Srimati Jamuna Mishra Academy and the entire organizing committee for the kind information to serve as a resource person in the faculty development program. It was privileged to share my knowledge and experience in food science and nutrition. And also, I sincerely thank Professor Chandra Kumari, head of department Head of Department of Food Science, and Professor B.R. Rajendra, HOD of Chemistry Department, for their trust, encouragement, and providing me this wonderful opportunity. I truly appreciate your support and confidence in me. It was a very enriching experience, and I look forward to many more such academic initiatives in the future. At last, thank you so much for your kind attention. Thank you once again.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Yeah, I have one question.
Yes.
You told that brain needs glucose. Brain needs glucose. So what happens to diabetic people? Because they cut down on glucose. Will it affect their memory or anything?
What does it mean? Like if you are taking a complex, actually, what it does it mean? The complex carbohydrate if you are taking. Hello, are you getting my voice?
Yeah, yeah.
If you're taking complex carbohydrate get into the simplest form after metabolism, that is glucose, right? If glucose is extra, then it is converted to glycogen and stored in the body, right? In the liver. But
Yeah.
the thing is, the glucose is always needed. Sorry, brain is needed, especially glucose for the functioning. Means if there is a protein, if there is a fat, it does not require energy for their function. It requires only and only glucose. And glucose, how it get glucose after metabolize. It metabolize, because when complex carbohydrate get metabolized into the glucose, and glucose is transferred to the brain for the proper functioning of a brain. This is what I'm saying. हेलो।
Yeah, like,
कहने का मतलब ये है कि जब भी हम ये नहीं कह रहे हैं कि जो है आपको ब्रेन फंक्शनिंग के लिए आपको ग्लूकोज लेना है, ग्लूकोज नहीं लेना है, आपको कॉम्प्लेक्स कार्बोहाइड्रेट लेना है। कॉम्प्लेक्स कार्बोहाइड्रेट क्या करता है कि जब ग्लूकोज के अंदर मेटाबोलाइज होता है, तो वो जाके जो ग्लूकोज में कन्वर्ट होता है, सिंपलेस्ट फॉर्म इज ग्लूकोज, एंड ग्लूकोज इज नीडेड फॉर द एनर्जी, फॉर द ब्रेन फंक्शनिंग। तो कोई और चीज आपको ब्रेन फंक्शनिंग के लिए नहीं चाहिए होती, या ब्रेन की एनर्जी, ब्रेन जब फंक्शन करता है इट रिक्वायर एनर्जी। जब एनर्जी किस फॉर्म में चाहिए उसको, वो ग्लूकोज है। इवन आप फैट की बात करेंगे तो भी फैट कंपोजिशन बहुत है, लेकिन एनर्जी अगर उसके ब्रेन फंक्शनिंग की हम अगर बात करते हैं, तो ओनली नीडेड ग्लूकोज फॉर देयर फंक्शन. So this is a unique feature of complex carbohydrate. I'm not saying that you take glucose and for the proper functioning of the brain. No, I'm not saying this. Yes, any other question? Please,
yeah, any other question, anyone
yes.
else? No
If they
question.
are all the problems, so no need
Ma'am, the screen which the last slide which you have shared on the screen, if you close it, then we can see the area, the video of our location.
I'm not getting your voice. I'm so sorry.
Hello, you can hear me? Yes, ma'am. The last slide which is on the screen, thank you, screen. If
Okay,
you
huh?
then you can see the area, you can see the teachers.
You want last slide?
No, no. We want to remove the last slide so that we can be seen on the screen.
Actually, I'm not getting you what you want to say. Like,
And they will yeah, now, yeah.
Yeah.
No, ma'am, we want to see ourselves on the screen. So if you close that last line, then we will be audible. The video actually open.
Actually, the voice is echoing. That is why I'm not getting your what you want to ask.
Slideshow coming, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
You can hear me? Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Please, if you don't mind, please you make a question in the chat box. You can write in chat box. Uh, shall I stop sharing? Shall I stop sharing?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 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 Is it fine?
Yes, ma'am.
ये बहुत करने के बाद ये जो नीचे कैरेक्टर्स सिंबल आ रहा है इनपे क्लिक कीजिए सर
नहीं इससे नहीं होता सर ये रिजॉइन
सर तो फोन नहीं देते हैं ना। नहीं, जैसे अब चैट में करो, you want to do a lot of times.
सर ऐड वाले अब आगे ऐड वाले
ये स्क्रीन स्क्रीन
उसको बड़ा करके थोड़ा बाद में उसको ऐड को बड़ा करके हां रीजन ये करता है
सर बोल रहे हैं वो बोलने के लिए हम स्क्रीन चाहिए। Ma'am, we want to present the memento and vote of thanks. Can you hear me? Am I audible? She is muted. Hello, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, ma'am.
We are not able to see our video on the screen. We also rejoin. I want to say my vote of thanks on behalf of Srimati Jamuna Visha Academy, Vilani. I thank Professor Neelam and Professor Chandra Kumari, who is the HOD of Home Science Department, for organizing and presenting today's session. Thank you, ma'am. And we want to present you with our memento, which I have already sent it to you. You can show it on the screen.
Yes, I have got this one.
Yeah, this is what you need to go and take a picture. Yeah. Thank you so much. It was a mind-blowing session, ma'am. I'm sure that our teachers are really got some very important tips which we normally miss. That is eye-opening ourselves and normally we all skip our breakfast. We save time in our breakfast, but we try to reach the class on time. And with your momentum, you want to take a photo of yours. Can you hold it, ma'am? Can you hold it? Yeah.
But I don't know whether
Yeah, we can see. Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
नमस्कार सभी को नमस्कार